Phuket Extra is brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort. Chill in the sun, sip under the stars.
Sawadee krap and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by Coast Beach Club and Bistro at Centara Grand Beach Resort, Phuket. I'm JP Mastanza. Now let's catch you up with all the news you need to know. After authorities made the biggest seizure of illegal rhino horns in Thailand's history ever last week, police are now turning their attention towards 3 officials who might have allegedly been on the take, allowing the horns to pass through the airport. It all stems from the $5 million U.S. seizure of 21 rhino horns at Suvarnabhumi Airport last week, as investigators look into whether Deputy State Prosecutor for Saraburi Province, Police Major Warapas Bunsri, along with 2 police officers, were helping the smugglers. Police are also looking for the 2 women who fled when their customs officers found the rhino horns in their luggage. And police are announcing that they've uncovered a plot to kill the Prime Minister and his deputy, calling the movement Red Radio, as they continue to look for the former politico who say is part of the whole thing. Reports say Red Shirt leader Wuttipong Kochamatakun, also known as Koti, is hiding in nearby Laos, and it's unknown if the United Front for Democracy Against Dictatorship is linked to the Red Radio group. And despite investigators failing to find evidence between Red Radio and the Wat Phra Dhammakaya temple, which authorities had repeatedly tried to raid in the past month, police are still saying that the group is behind the unrest at the temple. The announcements come days after authorities raided 9 locations around Thailand, seizing weapons and arresting 9 people. And remember the sea turtle that had over 900 coins removed from his stomach just 2 weeks ago? Well, reports say that Orm Sim died following a second operation. The 25-year-old coin-swallowing sea turtle made headlines 2 weeks ago as doctors at Chulalongkorn University removed 915 coins from her stomach, which she had swallowed while living in a pond in which people would throw coins in for good luck. Following the initial operation, Om Sim did show signs of improvement, but complications arose after the weekend as toxins built up in its blood, and veterinarians found it had more than 200 times the usual amount of nickel in its blood. Despite a second operation, Orm Sim lapsed into a coma and died yesterday morning. Now, conservation officials in Rayong say they will preserve the sea turtle's carcass for educational use. And sit tight, Phuket Extra. I'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Freedom to navigate the South China Sea. That's what Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte say they want, as the 2 heads of state met in Bangkok yesterday. Making his introductory visits since his election as president last year, President Duterte landed in the Thai capital on Monday after meeting with the leaders of Myanmar. The Thai and Filipino heads of state say that securing freedom of navigation and overflight in the South China Sea are in the interests of all ASEAN countries, and comes amid a row between China and nations like Vietnam in claiming parts of the sea. And Phuket is fast becoming a hotspot for youth golf in Thailand after British International School Phuket student 15-year-old Napat Toi, well, he produced a grandstand finish to win the 11th Faldo Series Asia Grand Final in Vietnam last week. Under the watchful eye of 6-time major champion Sir Nick Faldo, Toi was able to send home a 35-foot birdie putt in the final green to give him a 54-hole total of 8 under 205. Just a 1-stroke win over Indonesian Jonathan Wijono. Toi, who is also part of the BIS Phuket Golf Academy and only qualified for the event after winning last year's event at the Laguna Golf Phuket, well, he's only the 2nd ever Thai winner of the Faldo Series Asia Grand Final. The win qualified Toi for this year's Faldo Series Europe Grand Final, as well as an exemption into an Asian Tour tournament. And that's it for Phuket Extra today. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thanks for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
This is the Phuket News. This is Novosti Phuketa, the Russian newspaper for Phuket. This is Puji Dao Jiwen, the Chinese newspaper for Phuket. And this is Khao Phuket, the new Thai language newspaper for Phuket, available at over 600 locations across the island. Stay up to date with the latest news in any language. Pick up your copy today. Your island, your paper.